I'm gonna make a delicious pot of beans. I'm gonna do pinto beans this time, and this is a different recipe than I've seen, and so I thought I'd share it with you. It's really delicious, and it's different than the old beans and cornbread kind of thing. So I'm gonna do this in a crock pot because, oh my gosh, I bought one. I haven't had a crock pot in years because I tend to be a stirrer. But I'm gonna put this pot of beans on overnight, and so I want to make sure I'm safe, and that's how I'm gonna do it. You could do this before work, any way you want. So we're gonna go ahead and show you a delicious recipe for some pinto beans. And I've soaked my beans overnight, so we're all ready to go. I hope if you like this and you're inspired to stay with me, go over and check out my Facebook page, hit that like button, check out my Wild Tree website right next to Facebook in the description box below, and go look for some more all natural organic products that you can feed your family, and it's no preservatives. They're just really delicious. Anyway, hope this inspires you. Come on, let's go do some beans. Okay guys, so I'm bringing you back. This is such an easy recipe. I mean, crock pot recipes are relatively easy, except you have to, you know, get yourself prepared, it's the preparation part. I haven't had a crock pot in years because I like to open this lid over and over again and check it and stir it and taste it. And so, but I also come to realize there's a few recipes that I really just need to set it and forget it. And so I went ahead and purchased another crock pot, and I'm sure I'll give it to somebody down the road like I've done the rest of them. But this celery, I have to talk about this for a second. This is one bundle of organic celery I get at Costco. They come in a 4-pack. And I paid $2.99 for that. But I'm eating healthy. I've got organic celery, and this, you can replant that and it will grow you celery. How they keep the bugs off of it, I don't know. I've never had a bug problem until last year when I tried that. And I got beautiful big celery, but the earwigs got to it. So I'm at the store the other day and I need celery, and they wanted $2.49 for one bundle of celery, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. I will not. I'll go without celery before I pay that. So I don't know what's going on there, but my regular grocery store, they thought I was not paying attention, apparently. And I've washed all this. Sometimes you have little tidbits you gotta make sure that it's all out of there, dirt and whatever. So go ahead and make sure it's all nice and clean. And we don't have to worry about washing pesticides, but you know, these are veggies, they are grown in the dirt. And once in a while, you'll get a piece that looks a little funky. Cut that off. So I've got, for the recipe, I have got celery, carrots, and these were matchstick carrots that I bought. I don't do that very often, but I bought those for a recipe, and I couldn't use the whole bag, and I don't want them to go bad, so I'm going to use them in this. And then, again, on the Price Wars, or whatever, a sticker shock, onions, for goodness sakes. A yellow onion, they wanted $1.49 a pound. And I'm like, nope, I'll use dehydrated. So we're going to use dehydrated onions in this. They aren't onions that I dehydrated. I'm all out of those, but dehydrated onions nonetheless. And bacon. And then I'll tell you a little bit about this bacon. This bacon, I bought a pound of ends and pieces of uncured bacon. No nitrates, no nothing added to this. And I got it at Trader Joe's, and it is absolutely delicious. And the pieces, I don't know what they call them in pieces. Most of them were whole pieces. They might have been a little odd shaped or something missing out of the middle, but it wasn't a bunch of fat, is what I'm trying to get to. And that's a lot of celery, but I don't care. I love celery. So celery's going in here. A tablespoon of fresh oregano. We've got black pepper, salt, my onion, and I'm going to add some Wild Tree Absolutely Onion Blend. It just adds a little more flavor, a little more sweetness. And then the really odd component to this is red wine. And I've got a Burgundy / Merlot mix here that's delicious. You want something that's good enough for you to drink. Don't ever cook with cooking wine, in my opinion. Anyways, and I'm gonna reduce that down to hopefully about 2/3 of a cup until it's kind of a syrupy consistency. And that's going in the beans. Now, are you intrigued yet? Because it's getting better every time I say something. I can't do without garlic, so I'm gonna put some garlic in here as well. And I'm just gonna use dehydrated. It's gonna have plenty of time to rehydrate. And we're gonna get the stuff in the crock pot. Excited. Okay, so I've got pinto beans here that whoops, almost let the bottom out of, that I soaked overnight, 1 pound of pinto beans. I have one of these colanders that the bottom opens up, so I actually accidentally let a few of them go here on the counter. So we're gonna put those in. And then I'm gonna grab my scoop. As you know, I'm handy little scooper. I'm kind of excited about having beans in the crock pot, because really and truly you can't do anything till they're done. So we want our vegetables in there, and I've turned this crock pot on low. It's gonna go all night, and I don't care if it takes some people turn it up on high and then take it back down, but I don't even have to worry about it. Now rosemary just does something for this dish you're gonna love. This isn't a whole pound. This is probably 2/3 of that pound of bacon that I cooked off, and then I chopped it up, and it's really, really good. Okay, now we've got to get to seasoning. So, and then there's a little controversy among some of us that cook, whether salt really makes a difference in beans. Some people think it makes them too tough, and they'll tighten up, but I'm not buying that. You gotta get, it's like pasta. If you don't get the sodium or salt in there, flavoring in there in the beginning, it's not gonna go in. So I've got a good, healthy teaspoon of cracked pepper, and I grind that up once a week. I do that in my food, it's a coffee grinder, and then I'm gonna put 2 healthy table teaspoons of the Absolutely Onion Blend. It's absolutely delicious. So good. And then we're gonna get to my onions here. And these are dehydrated onions. I'm gonna probably add, because they're gonna double in size and rehydrate. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably a quarter of a cup, or at least maybe 1/3 of a cup. And that's gonna get a chance to really get in there as well. And then we're gonna Himalayan pink salt. Want a good teaspoon of this. Beans are bland without flavor, right? And I'm gonna go grab a quart of chicken stock, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll get you a little closer. Alrighty, now I've got my organic chicken stock. And I was gonna go dig out of the pantry some homemade, and I thought, I'm such a hoarder on my homemade stuff. I thought, no, I got this, I'll use this. So I'm gonna put this down. Now you could use water. I think this is gonna add a little bit more flavor. You could use beef stock, would be really good as well. I just think that this chicken stock will be delicious in here. So I'm gonna flavor these beans up. Yum. And we're gonna need additional water, obviously. We're rehydrating vegetables as well as beans. So Now I can go to some water. And I want to just cover these. So only about 2 cups should do it. Because you want it on the soupy side. Those beans are still going to they're going to soak up some more liquid even though they soaked overnight. And then I'm going to take my wine, and it's going in a saucepan to reduce, and it'll take at least, half hour, 40 minutes for that to happen. So here you've got this pot of pinto beans, and look how delicious that already looks with carrots and celery and onion that's going to rehydrate, and because they want way too much, and rosemary. And I did put a tiny little pinch of red pepper flake and a tiny, maybe half a teaspoon of thyme in there. So there's a couple other things you didn't see. I'm sorry about that. I get going and I'm like, I need that. So we're gonna put this on low and leave it alone for overnight. And I'll get up in the morning and we'll have beans for sure. And I'm probably gonna take this pot of beans with me to work and just bless everyone there. Everyone loves it when I do that stuff, so that's probably what we'll do. Okay guys, I guess I'll see you in the morning. Okay guys, this is, well, it's about an hour and a half into this. It really hasn't got rocking and rolling. But this is one of those stay or go crock pots. So it has that little latch for this. And I'm going to add my red wine reduction. Now my 2 cups has reduced down to this. And it's going to continue to reduce down. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just about I don't know, 2 tablespoons. It's going to evaporate off of that and continue to reduce down in this. You know, I could add it at the end, but if I add it at the end, it may not get into the beans. And I just really want that delicious, hearty red wine flavor in here. Okay, I'm going to put my lid back on my new crock pot. Look at that. Look at there. Look at there. It's a stay and go. So it's got a little latch that you latch onto, and that keeps the lid on. What I've always done in the past for crock pots is, and this for those of you that don't have something like this, is I put a big rubber band around this side and wrap it around the handle, and put some foil or plastic wrap underneath the lid to keep it from splashing and spilling and making your lid look all nasty for a potluck. Anyway, so there's my helpful hint, and I'm gonna see you in the morning for sure. Okay guys, it's ready, and I'm gonna have some lunch here. I've got a salad out, and this little crock pot, boy, it's one of those stay or go crock pots, so you can really get your lid down tight. So if you wanted to travel or take it to a potluck, you've got that option. So what I'm going to do, oh, it smells delicious. I am going to get a bowl of these beans. Beans are such a healthy food for you to have. You know, it's good for anybody that's diabetic. It's a complete protein, even though I put a little bacon in here for some flavoring and the wine and all that. I think that's plenty for me. And I'll zoom you in for a close-up and let's see what they look like. Because, oh, this is going to be delicious. I can already see it. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Yum. Wow. You can really taste that, how the rosemary and the wine and all the other aromatics have really melded together. Nothing stands out prominent, but it's absolutely delicious. I truly hope that this inspires you to maybe try this recipe. Step outside the box you might be in and get some beans on. Everybody loves a nice pot of beans. All right, guys. As always, I'll see you next time, and I hope that you go over to my Facebook page. Give me a thumbs up over there, too. All right, guys. God bless.